Hey everybody, welcome back to the collection of Reddit shorts. This is volume 2. I hope you enjoy it. What do you think is bull? The fact that the body can't regrow back its limbs. If a lizard can do it, why can't I? Subscription-based products and services to keep you paying for stuff you barely use. Here's an idea. Cancel your subscription once you're done. Shoelaces? I want to know more. The fact that banks charge you money to keep your money and then it's not even that safe because of digital hacking and bank employees stealing whatever they can. I don't know about either of those things. You can get cash. In South Africa, not everyone on Reddit is American. Okay, but in South Africa, you're paying to have your funds in a bank account because you actually need money in a bank account. What is something nobody considers when talking about surviving an apocalypse? What they're gonna wipe their ass with? I mean, they didn't do it back in the day. Glasses. I don't see a thing without mine. In an apocalypse, I would be down right away for sure. Imagine being in the middle of an apocalypse and you can't see a thing because your glasses get fogged. Don't wear a mask. Hey, social distancing doesn't need to be a thing in the apocalypse. Don't wear a mask, glasses are fine. If you have any reliance on medication to live, such as insulin for diabetes, you're going to die and there is nothing you can do about it. That's a fair point, actually. I'd never thought about that. If you have braces on, you probably won't get them off ever. You meet your 14-year-old self, but you can only tell them 4 words. What do you say and why? Doesn't matter. 14-year-old me wouldn't listen. Don't smoke, you dumbass. Go learn to weld. As soon as I realized I loved welding, my life just seemed to take off and I've loved it ever since. That's so cool. That's actually really good. Please take a shower. I had really bad hygiene issues. Fucking hell. Don't marry J.A. What's your plan if a nuclear war breaks out? I seduce the warhead. I'm immediately going to stop paying my MasterCard. Yeah, fair enough. Piss and moan about the game servers being down. Jump over the shockwave, too easy. Yeah, it's like in the lift. If the elevator's crashing to the ground, you just jump. Take a road trip to the nearby NATO base, sit in the grass outside, open a bottle of wine and smoke a few cigarettes. When the explosion comes, I want to make sure I'm in the blast radius. There is a 100% chance of not suffering. I actually don't mind that. What's a dead giveaway that someone is not a good person? Never taking accountability for anything? True, as soon as anyone is always like, yeah, no, but like this other person did this, it's like, own up to a mistake, it's okay. People are always trying to manipulate a situation from the smallest things to the bigger issues. It is exhausting to be around them. Yeah, that sounds like hell. Why would you want to be around somebody where everything that happens is the biggest deal in the world? That. You get $100 million, but you must make one species extinct. What do you do? Make tapeworms go extinct? How do you even get a tapeworm? Like, you always hear about it, but it seems so just very odd, strange thing. Fleas. Yeah, what do fleas do? These are all just like parasites, right? That plant that makes you want to commit suicide after touching it? What? That exists? Gimpy? That's actually f***ed up. Oh, of course it's in Australia. Of course it's in southeastern Queensland. I knew Gimpy was familiar. What is your favorite conspiracy theory? I like the dead internet conspiracy. TLDR, most interactions on the internet is now just you talking to bots, being served by bots, reading shitty bot-written articles and bots posting crappy questions on r/ask Reddit like this one. What? I have not heard of that. That is so cool. Rocks are soft until you touch them. I don't need that mentally in my brain. Facebook was actually started as a DARPA intelligence gathering project called LifeLog. Oddly enough, LifeLog was shut down about 3 weeks before Facebook began. It was actually shut down the day before Facebook launched. That's strange, isn't it? Isn't that a little bit funny? What are some myths that people still believe? That bubble gum stays in your body for 7 years if you swallow it. Man, you know what? It's not until right now that I went, yeah, that makes sense that wouldn't actually be the case. Before it comes into contact with oxygen, that blood is blue. The fact that blood really transport oxygen throughout your body baffles me. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's just the color of our veins, right? For far too long, I sincerely believed that if you eat an apple seed, a tree may begin to grow inside of you. I remember that. I remember it would be like, if you had a watermelon seed, it would be like, oh, your stomach's gonna get big like a pregnant lady. What was for you the best part of the pandemic? I got to spend the pandemic shielded with my wife before she passed away last year. That is so bittersweet. Give that man some Reddit gold. Not having to get up early in the morning. True. I struggle to even remember what it was like to get up early to go into work. No traffic. Also true. The few times I did go into work, no one on the road was the best. Working from home has been legitimized in an unprecedented way. Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be around forever now. You get transported 30 years into the future for 5 minutes. You are sitting in front of a computer. What information are you going to search? It's been 30 years. What the f is this operating system? Where is the mouse? How do I... And I'm back at home. How to use future computer. Different stocks and new massive companies that started picking up 30 years ago, plus, as someone mentioned before, some winning lottery numbers. That's a very good idea. If I'm dead yet. Ooh, true. I would first look up this post on Reddit, see the comments, then try to search based on that within 5 minutes. Yeah, good call, man. You can make one thing 5% bigger. What do you choose? The Earth, just to see what happens. Suddenly, more Earth. My hands. Nobody messes with a person who has shovels for hands. True. The density of hair on my noggin? Someone's going bald. Assuming no one knows I did it, Mars. I'd love to see the scientific community's reaction to a planet just getting bigger for no discernible reason. God, could you imagine the news for the next few days? Well, I was born with one arm shorter than the other, so naturally I'd wish for a bigger dick. What's the biggest scam in today's society? Needing a degree for an entry-level low-paying jobs? I mean, it just depends on where you go and how you get it. Ticketmaster. Charging a $30 processing fee for a $50 ticket. That is actually f***ed up. I hope Ticketmaster dies in a hole. The fact that technology was supposed to free us from 40-hour work weeks, but instead people are now expected to do the jobs of 4 people, or they have to just sit around putting in their time like a prison. I remember seeing all those articles like, this computer means that in 2020 we'll be working a 20-hour work week, and now you just don't. What's some basic knowledge that a scary amount of people don't know? Don't dive in the water to save a drowning person, they will kill you. If someone's drowning, they're just gonna grab onto you and use you to go higher up to swim. And it's not like a conscious thing, it's literally just like their body is just taking over. It's very easy to not block the whole aisle with your cart at the grocery store. How long it takes a semi-truck to stop. Yeah, true. I started getting ads on Instagram about being like, oh yeah, we leave this much space, not so that you can get in, because that's how long it takes for this truck to stop. Married people of Reddit, what's something you wish unmarried people knew? Getting married will not help solve any issues in your relationship. Very true. It's like those people that have a kid to try and solve it, and it's like, okay. It's okay to use 2 blankets. No one likes to wake up with cold-ass cheeks because your spouse stole the blanket. Common values matter way more than common interests. Yeah, true. Because you don't have to necessarily, like, connect on everything that you do, but if you can connect at a deeper level than that, then that's fine. What sequel is better than the original? Age of Empires 2. Song 2 Blur. Portal 2. Yes! Portal 2 is like leaps and bounds better than Portal 1. Without Portal 1, Portal 2 couldn't have been what it was, but also you could just jump straight into Portal 2 like I did and it's fine. Street Fighter 2. Yes, there's a Street Fighter 1. Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi. 100% best movie. My wife? Millennials. What confuses you about Gen Z? What does based mean? It means the opposite of cringe. That has got to be the most accurate description of what based means I've ever heard. Why does it seem like they all skipped the awkward phase? It's like they came out of elementary school knowing how to coordinate outfits and drink Starbucks, TikTok, and just the internet, bro. People can just look up how to dress. They have a very weird and strange sense of humor. Like, it's hard to articulate what it is exactly, but it's quite precise. Yeah, the internet's ruined everyone's sense of humor. What has been the most destructive lie in human history? That you can wake up in the morning and just rest your eyes? Sugar isn't the problem, it's fats. Let's make everything fat-free and just triple the sugar content. Okay, but when you eat something, you don't go, nummy fat. You go, sugar tastes good. Oxycontin isn't addictive. I was in a car accident, was given a prescription for Oxycontin. Doc told me, get off it as soon as you can manage your pain with over-the-counter drugs. I was on it for 10 days. 10 days, I experienced withdrawal symptoms when I quit. Jesus, okay. Maybe Dr. House isn't teaching me as much as I thought. Work will set you free. Jesus Christ, okay. What is the stupidest thing a large amount of people believe in? That influencers, celebrities, politicians, and businesses are genuinely interested in you and your lives? Hey, all I'm saying is if any of you guys are wanting to start a parasocial relationship, Patreon link in bio. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 5 minutes. That millionaire politicians will represent the working class. Okay, but who actually believes that? And also, anyone that refers to regular people as the working class, go f*** yourself, honestly. That mental illnesses aren't real. You can't say that these days. People who piss all over toilet seats. Why? It warms it up so I'm comfortable taking a shit in the sink. My 13-year-old brother does this. Doesn't matter how many times he's forced to clean it and even take the seat off and scrub it down in the laundry sink. He just doesn't care. He won't wipe it up and he will even miss the toilet and leave it there. Jesus Christ. I have known 2 guys that do this. The only thing they had in common was that they were both dumb. Toilet seats killed my parents and now I seek revenge. Clyde, bro, that's such a deep cut. Holy shit. People who don't want to work. Why? Things I hate. Having to wake up early. Having to be somewhere I don't want to be. Having to be around people I don't like. Being away from my home and my dog. Using up all my energy and having none left for the things I enjoy. Having to be polite to people who don't reciprocate their respect. Not being able to freely eat or use a bathroom whenever I want/need. Having to wear clothes I don't like. Long commutes. Things required in most jobs. See above. Shut up. Like, that is the worst person. I can't think of a more annoying person. Like, yeah, we all don't like doing any of those things. I don't know why. This is some inbuilt triggering shit in me. I hate people like this. What video game is an absolute 100 out of 100 in your opinion? Need for Speed Underground 2. PS2 days. Take me back. Age of Empires 2. I love cereal box games. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I never got into it. I feel like I needed to play that as a kid. I tried later, but I just never did. Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, that is good sh**. Old school RuneScape. That was the first MMO I ever played. Terraria. Really? I always thought it was just a Minecraft rip. Portal. Portal 2, immediately followed by Portal 2. Somehow they made the perfect game even better. Portal 2 is better than Portal 1. What animated movie would you confidently say is a 10 out of 10? Monsters, Inc.? I watched that the other day. It's so good. It still holds up. When Sully has to say goodbye, it still hits. The Emperor's New Groove? I thought that was a show. Am I stupid? Wall-E. Legitimately, such a good f***ing movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. True. The best Spider-Man movie made. Lilo and Stitch, yeah, man. Lilo and Stitch is sick. Remember the Lilo and Stitch TV show as well with it was like Experiment 646 or something like that? And all he ate was sandwiches. He was the What is cool in the eyes of most high schoolers but is actually cringe? Where is someone gonna say Dream SMP? Moaning in the middle of class? God, year 7 days. Jesus, I remember we had one dude who did that up until like year 10 and everyone was like, come on, man. Most high schoolers? Yeah, true. Telling people how mature you are? Yeah, those people suck. If you walk around saying, I'm so mature, shut up. Being dicks to the teachers who just tries to do his or her job. If you're just reciprocating it, then that's a different story. Saying slurs and barking at people they find weird. If you actually mean barking, that's so weird. That's that weird subgroup of kids that are barking at people. What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? Labeling machine, 10 out of 10 will never forget the names of my plants again. I bought a $1 back scratcher from an Asian market in town. Best $1 I ever spent. Yeah, you get to that weird middle point on your back that no one can reach on their own. Garfield Kart. I loved that one period in time where everyone just tried to do Mario Kart as a game. What is a scam that people think isn't a scam? Send me $50 and I'll send you a list of all the scams out there. Any guarantee or purchase that ends with unlimited? Yeah, that's fair enough. The auction websites where items apparently sell for way under the market value, like a PS5 going for $5. The thing is, you do actually pay $5 for a PS5 if you win. That's not the scam. Scam is that you have to pay for bids. Oh, that's actually rigged. Any of those, this is a 6-figure side hustle things you see online. Nobody believes that I'm a Nigerian prince. I just want to end poverty. What's a YouTuber that can be identified by one quote? I watch quite a bit of YouTube and literally recognize none of these. All right, well, let's see how many we can get. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. I know that one. Garbled screams and the sounds of egg smashing. Perfectly balanced game with no exploits. No idea. Is that Spiffing Brit in the comments? Oh, that's his. That's his catchphrase, I guess. Or is it? I did not f my cat. I lost focus and had a consensual workplace relationship. What is the most overrated sitcom of all times? Where is Friends? Looks like BuzzFeed has their article for next week. Whatever Chuck Lorre syndicated sitcom is on at the moment. Anyone else despise laugh tracks? Yeah, watching videos of like sitcoms with no laugh tracks is really eerie. Cosby Show doesn't hit like it used to. Jesus Christ. The one where Hal makes and sells blue meth without Malcolm's help. I have not laughed once. This thread makes me think that Reddit has only collectively seen The Big Bang Theory, Friends, Seinfeld with a smattering of How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, that sounds about right. What was invented by accident? Post-its. They were looking for a strong glue and produced a weak one. It's literally you had one job and you were the worst at it. I love how Kirby was created and how he became his own series. It was originally a test dummy that had been more detailed design, but the designers ended up falling in love with him and kept him as is. Apparently that was the same with the creepers in Minecraft. They were supposed to be pigs, and then Notch got real mad at him and made him explode. Chocolate chip cookies, hold on. They were made by accident while making a batch of chocolate cookies. She ran out of baker's chocolate. She used a slab of semi-sweet chocolate, broke it into pieces and mixed it in the dough, hoping it would melt. It's crazy to think chocolate chip cookies were invented in 1930. Yeah, 100% right. Powerpuff Girls. What started as a joke, but people take it way too seriously now? NyQuil chicken. That science can't explain why bumblebees can fly. It literally started as a joke among scientists. Bro, I remember that from the Bee movie, okay? Maybe not anymore, but Morbius? No, that didn't start as a joke. Legitimately started as a, hey, let's make some money. That vibrating chest thing, yeah, I literally had to explain in a conversation that that's not real. Dogecoin? Okay, that one's actually 100%. Those masculinity types like alpha, omega, and sigma males, unless you're using that as a joke or ironically, fucking stop saying it. What would you say is absolute poison to society? Crabs in the bucket mentality? People ridiculing or just discouraging others' improvements makes everything worse. Yeah, I think I said this on a previous short where it was like, if you can't appreciate, like, developing a skill or something, like, you're just a bad person. Probably a bit too hard, but fuck it, I'll stand by it. Everybody has to be right has always been the problem. People who can admit that they've, like, made a mistake and aren't correct are goated. Social media. All I'm thinking of is all of those documentaries that came out that were like, guys, I don't know if you know this, but, like, it's 2021. Maybe social media is not good for you. What perfectly normal word has been ruined by the internet? Facial? I saw a list of spa services that included gentleman's facial, teen facial, relaxing facial, and full service facial. Oh no. I'm a surveyor. Depending on where you work, a lot of our jobs is hammering in stakes or pegs. Yeah, like putting up a tent. The act of hammering in wooden stakes is often called pegging. The term hack. For example, these life hacks will blow your mind. It's legitimately just a shortcut. It's a shortened way of saying a shortcut. Meta. Nah, I love meta. Daddy has too much connotation now. Yeah, true. Step bro. Oh. What show has no likable characters? I watched the only season of The Mist and I was rooting for The Mist to kill everyone. Tiger King? Yeah, true. None of the Tiger King characters are good. Riverdale? Bruh, I've been meaning to watch that for a while. I can't wait. The View. Technically they aren't characters, but close enough. Yeah, also have heard that. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah, of course Reddit would have that and it would be given so many of these awards. Later seasons of The Walking Dead? Yeah, but isn't that just because it got real bad? What famous person is actually pretty talentless? Here we go. Most TikTokers like Addison Rae, also her acting sucks. Okay. Someone watched the Pyrocynical video. Pretty much most influencers. Man, if I reached influencer status, I'd prove him so wrong. Look at me, bro. I'm able to read. I heard a kid say Charlie D'Amelio is the best celebrity. Bro, you don't even get started. Watch that full show. Let her be, man. Yeah, there you go. Those TikTokers that almost have 100 million followers for dancing. Okay. At this point, it just seems like you're upset that you're not one of those people. What's embarrassing for a grown man to still be doing? Probably using a username like mine. XX, I need to be XX. No, bro, don't ever feel bad. You're amazing. You're killing it. Bullying people in the workplace like they think they're in high school. True. You can't get fired from high school as easily as you can get fired from a job. Forgetting to flush the toilet after pooping. How do you forget to do that? Who forgets to do that? What the fuck is wrong with people? Reddit. What's your most I'm with the boomers on this opinion? TV is getting too dark, not emotionally, it's visually too dark and I can't see it. Yeah, agree. I want a human customer service operator, not an automated operator or chatbot. See, that's true for online. You go to buy like groceries, you 100% want the automated machine. Touchscreens in cars are a fundamentally bad idea and physical buttons or smaller controls need to be brought back. I don't know. Like, I'm somewhere in the middle, I feel like, because I don't have a touchscreen, but I like the idea of a touchscreen. What was great advice 20 years ago, but definitely isn't now? You're searching for a soulmate on the internet? Lord, you must be insane. To be fair, it was 2002. You need to memorize this because you won't have the info accessible later. Yeah, that like, you need to know how to do times tables because you're not just gonna have a calculator on you all the time. To look after your phone battery, you should let it go all the way down to 0% and then charge fully to 100. Buy that house. Sure, it seems weird that you qualified for such a high home loan, but I'm sure they wouldn't offer it to you if you couldn't afford it. I'm sure in this current day and age, 2002, down the line 6 years, nothing bad will happen. What is awesome has always been awesome and will forever be awesome. That feeling when you've been holding in a piss or shit for an hour and finally get the sweet release. Bonus points if you get it in the toilet. That feeling when something you've been struggling to understand ticks over in your brain. The sudden wonderful rush when the world just becomes a little bit bigger. A nice shower after a long day, so true. How come as kids, like you hated having a shower, but then you have one now and you're like, this is the best feeling in the world. Clean sheets? Yeah, that's another one. 3-day weekends, true. What person do you think could easily become the president of the United States if they decided to run for it? Founder of Costco who threatened to kill an executive for proposing to raise the price of a hot dog. No shot, I am on his side. When asked by a reporter what it will mean if the price goes up, he responded that I'm dead. Same man who kept his salary at 500k? Bro, this guy's sick. Why doesn't anyone talk about him? Dwayne, look, I started reading it because I thought it was The Rock. It just becomes law that every person has to have seen Black Adam at least once. Dolly Parton, she would get a lot of votes. That's a really good point. What should be illegal to put ketchup on? My stepdaughter enjoys ketchup with Oreos. Did her dad never come back with the milk? Chocolate? Okay, immediately no. Someone else's child? What the fuck are you saying, bro? An opened wound? I don't know, it sounds yummy. Illicitly obtained thermonuclear weapons? Okay, the one thread, I'm like, yeah, Reddit can be normal here. Like, what are they talking about? Banana, thank you. Regular reply. Banana, tomato sauce, equal bad. I'd say dead babies? Okay, we're done with that one. What's a movie that can be identified by one quote? To infinity and beyond. Disagree. Are you talking about Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4, or Buzz Lightyear? I assume he said it in all of those. I see dead people. I'm so upset I'll never be able to watch that movie. My precious. Oh, he says that in every Lord of the Rings. Pick one. It's one movie, not a franchise. Wax on, wax off. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. That's why I took the red pill, because I'm based. You talking to me? I actually don't know that one. What job contributes nothing to society? This is gonna be another one that gets flooded with TikTok, and then I'm gonna get yelled at in the comments for saying maybe TikTokers aren't the worst people in the world. Extended warranty call center. If you know that, don't get an extended warranty in the first place. Mummy bloggers that put an uncomfortable amount of personal information about their kids on the internet. Ace family be like. Multi-level marketing. Let's go. Thanks for checking this out, guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. Have a good one.